Welcome back to another shiur in the series of money matters. Choshen Mishpat, Jewish monetary law. We're in the middle of dealing with mekach taut, with the whole subject of a faulty sale. We're going to finalize these shiurim today with the last topic that we haven't dealt with. That's mainly the expenses that are involved in returning property that was found to be defective. This shiur is Leilu Nishmat Rachalea Bat Reb Chaim Tzvi. Let's get going. Generally, in every mekach taut, in every case of a sale of defective produce, it's the produce that's defective. But there's another problem that can come up sometimes, and that's what if the money is defective? What if the money is forged money? The money that the product was paid, the money that the product was paid for with, turns out to be forged money. Not very simple, of course. You would have to return the money. If we know that you paid with counterfeit money, with forged money, the money has to be given back. The problem arises where the buyer doesn't know whether he gave over forged money or not, and the seller comes back to him at a later date, the next day or a couple of days afterwards, and says, listen, the money you gave me I found out it was forged money, it was counterfeit money. And the buyer who paid says, I don't know, I thought it was good money. I'm no expert in dollar bills, but I presumed it to be good dollars. Then what do we do? Let me tell you a case. These are cases that come up quite often. That can come up quite often. Someone took a builder privately, and they have to pay them $10,000 in cash. That was what was agreed with them, between the two of them. So the guy that's building prepared the money. He got it from the black market. He got the cash from the black market, and paid the builder. The builder took the money, counted it, and the two parted. The next day, the builder phoned him up, and he said, listen, although that $10,000 you gave me yesterday, $1,000 was forged notes. So you have to give me back, you have to pay me another $1,000. The guy that was building just said, hang on, I don't understand anything about dollar bills, but I presumed them to be good bills. As far as I know, they're good. I gave you good dollar bills. So the guy brought them back, and he proved to him, brought people to say there's a machine that can check dollar bills, proved to him that he's holding in his hand $1,000 of forged dollar bills. And these are the ones you gave me. Says the guy that paid him, the guy that was building, who says that those $1,000 bills that you're holding up now and showing me, and I believe that they're forged, who says that they're the ones that I gave you yesterday? I don't know. As far as I know, the dollar bills I gave you are good dollar bills. What do we do in such a situation? In any case, in Choshen Mishpat, one of the most difficult parts of Choshen Mishpat is what we call Toin v'Nitan. Is where there are two claims, there's contradictions. One guy claims like this and one guy claims like that. And there's a contradiction between their claims. Where there's a clear case, that is really most of the things we're dealing with on this course. That's the clear part of Choshen Mishpat. Is this act considered theft? What is the responsibility if you do like this? If you're being paid to look after some property and it gets damaged in such a particular way, are you obligated? Are you not obligated? These are all very not easy questions. They're relatively simple questions. You can just look them up, as long as you know where to look. But what do you do when one guy says, you damaged, and the other one says, I didn't damage? Then what do you do? If you have witnesses, then very well and good. If you don't have witnesses, what do you do? How do you deal with these cases? This is an area of Choshen Mishpat that's called Toin V'Nitan, where there's a claim and a counterclaim. That's literally Toin V'Nitan. There's a claim and a counterclaim. How do we deal with these situations? The whole of Choshen Mishpat is full of laws about how to deal with these things. Here, these laws are really not part of this course. That's a part that is going to be left out of this course, because this is the part that is for the Dayanim when they're sitting and deciding a case. Here in this course we want to know how a Jewish businessman, how a Jewish housewife as well, it's not just a businessman, is supposed to act in his house, is supposed to deal with his everyday business. But in this case, seeing as the claims here are very, very common claims, you owe me $1,000. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe I